Hello Aquarius, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-May tarot forecast, and your theme for mid-May is the Ace of Cups, emotional expression, maybe an emotional opportunity. Sometimes this is the conception of a child or the announcement that someone is pregnant, but it could also be someone reaching out with love, okay? And creativity, free flow, emotional expression, all right? And it could be an emotional opportunity popping up, all right? Or just tapping into some new feelings that you have that you never really have, or maybe have not tapped into for a while. All right, let's see what else is in store. So I've shuffled off camera and I was just showing you, oh my gosh, that I'm cutting the deck and I'm trying this new spread. So please let me know what you think. It's called the Kachina knife. It's just a little bit more focused about, so the question that I ask is, you know, what does Aquarius need to know about a particular person, event, or situation for mid-May? And I would definitely say this is more about an event or situation for sure. For sure. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna explain this first layer and then I'll pull a few clarifying cards, advice cards. Make sure you stick around until the end where you pick your own destiny cards, okay? All right, so this might have to do something to do a little bit with love or something that you've got an emotional connection to. What we have in the background leading into the situation, which I will show you, is the Four of Wands. So wands it could be something related to a fire sign, but there might have been some sort of, you know, creative project or maybe some like things that you need to do that you've maybe been putting on the back burner. Honestly, it could have something to do with things at home or just goals for yourself or something with work. But I just get this kind of feeling of laziness, but it might have something to do with someone that, you know, you work with or in a relationship with, whether it's platonic or not, okay? Now, I feel like you are going to get some sort of, this is so crazy. All right, so it's not like this is, it's hard to explain. This is not, okay, I'm beginning to see this a little bit more. So you're coming up as the Page of Wands, right? So this could be that you are receiving or giving some sort of a message, and it might be something to do with what you're kind of putting off right now. Maybe this is you getting back started again. But maybe you're waiting on something. You're waiting for like a piece of information or a particular message, and then when you finally get it, it's like, okay. And maybe you're trying to communicate to someone, but this person is like not getting it. Like, okay, there's a person or a situation in your life that's coming up as the Tower. So the Tower is something that's completely fallen apart. It's like a revelation that shakes everything up, that it will never be the same again. And it often happens unexpectedly. And look at this. This is like lightning, almost like kind of like fire. And maybe you are giving the message that, you know, creates this situation. And it's this new awareness that's like, boom. Because right now, but I don't know if it's going to be received very well, because I feel like the person or what you're giving the message about. So like, for example, you know, I'm just going to give a few examples. Let's say you're at work and there's a certain situation happening, or you have a piece of information that people need to know, but this information being passed on, maybe to someone that you know, about anything, a relationship or the way that things are, is so huge that it would completely like shake things up. And it looks like it does shake things up, but it looks like that, you know, whoever is representing this person or this situation or institution or whatever, they're not like being realistic, or they might be like saying, oh yeah, we've totally dealt with it, everything's fine, right? But they're not. They're lying to you, they're lying to themselves, they're lying to you about something. You might want to maybe know more about a certain situation and it's completely fallen apart. It's almost like, you know, in an example could be like, someone has a business and it's completely falling apart and they know it's going bankrupt, but they're still trying to sell you something, but it's complete lies. They're being very deceitful, very delusional. Yeah, it's something that is completely in the process of being destroyed, and it could be like a company or a person or a relationship. Like this could be a relationship for example, a relationship of people that you know, and they're trying to present like everything's fine when it's like, no, it's not fine. Something's been discovered. But you might have been part of having that piece of information, or you have the information to kind of say, to bring that awareness, to bring that revelation that would completely destroy this structure, okay? That's a relationship or institution. But like there's someone that's being like, oh no, everything's fine, it's all good, and it's totally not. It looks like regardless, it's going to fall apart. The outcome is actually the Five of Swords. So I feel like there's going to maybe be like whoever this person or institution is, there might be like a little bit of hostility and controlling. So you might actually be the one that's a little bit angry about the situation. This person or situation, they're kind of ignoring what's going on. And I think it's just going to anger you and maybe, you know, like just really upset you and yeah, make you angry. It might actually, so you're also, your outcome is being clarified by the Knight of Swords. So you might go from just being like a messenger and just being like, you know, I want to speak the truth. I want to say what's going on. And then you might actually get a little bit more aggressive, being like, okay, like this needs to happen. You need to know this. And you might just kind of decide, you know what, I'm just going to do what I need to do and, you know, speak the truth and whatever about the situation because you know the right thing to do. But it doesn't look like, it looks like it causes a bit of stress and anxiety because yeah, this situation or person's totally delusional. And it looks like they're still going to do their best to try and hold it together. Even though, but it's kind of like juggling the pieces that are left over, if that makes sense. Regardless, I mean, this is going to be something new that's popping up. And I think that when you do say this message, it is because you do actually care about, you know, this person or the situation, and you're saying this message, you're making the right choice, and it comes from the heart. You know, you do want things to go well, and things are just not going well. But yeah, it's just a bit of drama. Sorry, Aquarius. All right, so let's pull a few advice cards for you to get the best case scenario, and then definitely stick around where you pick your own destiny cards, okay? Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right. I think like the person who is trying to keep this relationship or institution or business or belief system together, like they're just so delusional. They're so delusional. They want things so badly to be working out, but they're so unattached from the actual realistic, how the situation. It's like, do you know that picture where there's that little, it looks like a cartoon puppy dog or something, and they're drinking a cup of tea and they're in the room in a house that's on fire and they're just like, everything's fine. If you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I mean. And it's kind of like that. It's like, everything's fine. But it's like literally anyone else is like, get out. This is insane. No, it's the opposite of fine. This is the worst case scenario. And they're like, it's okay. Like massive denial about something super intense. Wow. All right. So first advice card is the World. So this could be something that is actually globally affecting the world. It might also, for some of you, it might mean that it's going to involve travel, or you might have to move. Regardless, it always means that, you know, this is the end of a cycle. So this is actually what needed to happen for things to come full circle to complete this process. Second advice card is the Princess of Cups. So that's to listen to your intuition, right? And I think that's why we've got the theme of the Ace of Cups. You know, there's an intuitive message coming, and you just need to be open and ready to receive it. It could come from synchronicities, just having that gut feeling like, ooh, something's not right. Listen to that. Pay attention to synchronicities and pay attention to your dreams. And just look at what's not, trying to listen to what's not being said. Third advice card, again, we've got the Seven of Cups. So there is illusion, there is deceit, there is complete denial, just a cloud of confusion. Sometimes this can be drugs, like, or alcoholism, just drinking too much, addictive behaviors. So like, for example, maybe someone's like, another example, very specific example, but this is a general reading, okay? Like when people are so addicted to drugs or alcohol, and they just keep getting all of these warnings that they're going to, for example, have their kids taken away, right? But they just ignore, and the kids are taken away, or they get that announcement the kids are going to be taken away, and then their kids are gone, and they're still like in denial that they don't have a problem. It's just, wow. Final advice card, we've got the 9 of Cups. So that is the big wish card. It is okay to wish for something, even with all of this that's going on. Like, there is going to be an emotional opportunity coming your way. So you just need to wish for what your heart's desire truly is. This could be in a relationship or something that is emotionally fulfilling, all right? Yeah, you need to decide. You can still get what you want, and it looks like this is part of the process, even though it seems odd. But yeah, but okay. So please comment, like, how has this reading resonated with you? Oh, and pick a number 1, 2, or 3. We're about to do destiny cards. And yeah, I definitely feel like you need a bit of extra, advice and all that about this. But yeah, so what is it that was, you were kind of waiting for a message, or waiting, something was being put on the back burner, and then you kind of pick it up and, oh my gosh, this is just like, tell me what's going on, okay? Oh yeah, okay, so pick 1, 2, or 3. Always go with the first number that really sticks out in your head, and it's usually, your intuition is like a quiet whisper. When you second guess yourself, that is your ego. Egos are good, they help us, but not in this situation. 1, 2, or 3, go for it. If you picked 1, okay. All right, so if you picked 1, on the surface, we've got the 6 of Wands, okay? Beneath the surface, the 3 of Discs work, and your advice is temperance, and sometimes this can be Sagittarius influence, but like, everything ultimately for you will turn out fine. Like, you will be victorious, you will come out on top, you will maintain your integrity, just keep, the high ground, and yeah, you will be victorious, so don't you worry about that. And related to work, or maybe where something victorious in regards to maybe some sort of team effort or something at work, and also just where you work with a team of people, but it's something to do with work, money, or some sort of 3D physical land, physical body, things like that. You will be victorious. Your advice is temperance, patience, and feeling things out. And this is going to, no matter what the external environment is, okay, how imbalanced it is, as long as you find your internal balance, you will be okay, 100%. And I do see things are going to be fine for you, but whoa. If you pick 2, let's see. Interesting. All right. If you pick 2, on the surface, we have got the Queen of Wands, beneath the surface, the Chariot, and your advice is the 2 of Cups. So I feel if you pick 2, I feel like, well, the Queen of Wands is saying that, you will maintain your integrity for sure. Like, you are coming up as the Page of Wands. So yeah, you're going to maintain your integrity, speaking your truth, just speak the truth, stay honest, be authentic, 100%, and stand your ground. Like, no, beating around the bush or saying half-truths to make other people feel comfortable. Nah. Speak the truth, stand your ground, integrity, and move forward with that. Your advice card is, beneath the surface is the Chariot. So the Chariot can sometimes be a Cancer influence, but it's just like moving forward with your end game. Like, continue moving forward with what you want to do, and just, you are going to have to, there might be a few tough things coming your way, but you are more than capable of just stay direct and don't stop. Okay, and stay true to yourself. And your advice is the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is saying, you know, you might want to have a business partnership with someone. You might want to connect with someone that you emotionally trust, that you know. Oh, so like, for example, this Ace of Cups might be an opportunity for some sort of emotional connection, right? And that can be business because, you know, it's, I think, personally, I think if you were to have a business partnership with someone, you guys should be emotionally on board and be giving and receiving equally, etc. This could be friendship, family, it could be a lover, but I think that there might be some sort of karmic connection, and it's okay to go for it. This also could be internal, and just making sure that you're well balanced internally. Yeah, but you might also want to talk to someone that you trust to kind of get a different perspective, right? And that might help balance you out a little bit in regards to the situation, for sure. If you picked 3, well, looks like things are good for you for work, right? It's just going to be a bit of drama for some reason. If you picked 3, on the surface we have got the King of Pentacles. Beneath the surface we've got the 4 of Discs, power, and your advice is the Empress. So if you picked 3, I mean, this King of Pentacles, okay, so this is something to do with work. There might be some sort of influence from someone who is, you know, either your boss or this is a very like father energy in a sense, but you might be, I mean, if it's you, if you've got a lot of earth signs in your chart, maybe you're moving forward when it comes to business. But beneath the surface, I feel like this is almost like kind of staying in the same spot, but also like building the foundation for growth in the future and being discerning. So being very smart when it comes to business and the decisions that you make, and maybe who you lend money to and who you work for and who works for you and things like that. So just make sure that you are solid and that you've got healthy boundaries and you're very discerning. Your advice, well, you will be doing that. Your advice is the Empress. So always make sure to take care of yourself, to treat yourself, and that you're putting yourself first. So even though you've got this strong masculine energy, make sure you are also in touch with your feminine side. The Queen of the deck, you know, she takes care of herself. She nourishes herself. She makes sure she has everything that she needs. She takes breaks when she needs them. So self-love, self-care, put yourself first. Yeah, and make sure you're eating well, things like that. It's not all about working hard, okay? It's also about enjoying the good things in life. What's the point of working hard if that's all you're going to do? You know what I mean? So treat yourself, take care of yourself a bit, okay? All right, so if you would like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the description below. If you liked this Kachina knife reading, let me know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe because I do monthly and mid-monthly videos. Again, comment if this video resonated with you, and if you're still here, ooh, secret bonus card. All right, death card. Something's coming to an end. Never means a literal death. Pretty much like 99.9% of the time. Okay, something's coming to an end. You need to embrace that. Whatever, for example, this Tower card is, that it's over, it's done, it's just not going to work. You need to let it go. But this is just like right before you turn around the corner. This is the end of a cycle, and the end of a cycle can be painful, but there's always something better just around the corner, because whatever it was that was ending wasn't good enough for you. Okay, so it might seem hard at the time, but upon reflection, you'll be like, wow, I'm glad that's over. All right, take care of yourself. Have a great month. Bye.